If you're a lactation consultant or breastfeeding advocate, you've probably had this moment. A client makes amazing progress with feeding, then seeks sleep support elsewhere, and it all unravels. The night weaning, the scheduled feeds, the strict sleep training rules, and suddenly milk supply tanks, baby's distressed, and you're back trying to undo the damage, repairing what someone else broke. Sound familiar? Then this video is for you. By the end of this video, you'll see exactly how lactation consultants just like you are transforming their practices and their income by integrating sleep support without ever compromising on responsiveness, attachment, or the breastfeeding relationship. Hi, I'm Lindsay. I've trained over 700 incredible professionals worldwide through the Holistic Sleep Coaching Program, the most comprehensive evidence-based training for those wanting to help families with sleep gently, responsively, and without sleep training methods that undermine what you've worked so hard to build. I've also been a paediatric nurse for over 20 years and an IBCLC for 15, so I know firsthand how often sleep and feeding questions come up. If you're ready to support families more holistically and grow a practice that truly reflects your values, click the link in the description below to book a free discovery call and see if the Holistic Sleep Coaching Program is right for you. For many years, sleep coaching was a no-go zone for lactation professionals. Lactation consultants, breastfeeding counsellors, and responsive parenting advocates often viewed sleep coaching with a healthy dose of skepticism, and for good reason. Too many families had been told to stop feeding to sleep, to night wean too early, or to use rigid, non-responsive sleep training methods that felt completely at odds with everything they'd worked so hard to establish in those early weeks and months. Feeding to sleep was pathologized, night waking was treated as a behavior to fix, and the emotional needs of both parent and child were often ignored entirely. So it's no surprise that many IBCLCs and breastfeeding supporters chose to steer clear of anything labelled sleep coaching. The only safe path seemed to be validating, normalising, and reassuring families to wait it out, because there didn't seem to be an approach that truly honoured the feeding relationship. But thankfully, that's no longer the case. At the Holistic Sleep Coaching Program, we've worked hard to change the narrative. We offer an evidence-based, whole child, whole family approach to sleep support, one that protects responsive feeding, promotes secure attachment, and acknowledges the individual needs of each family member. Our model focuses on understanding and addressing the underlying causes of sleep disruption, optimizing sleep biology, and creating sustainable solutions that never require sacrificing responsiveness, connection, or breastfeeding. It's a model built on co-regulation, trust, nurture, and flexibility, and it's empowering lactation professionals all over the world to step into the sleep space with confidence. And today we're focusing on lactation consultants and breastfeeding advocates who are doing just that. Meet Liz. Liz is an experienced midwife and IBCLC who spent years building trust and rapport with families during the most vulnerable moments of their parenting journey. But too often, she saw her clients' progress unravel after they sought mainstream sleep advice. Parents would return to her upset and confused. Their milk supply had dropped dramatically. Their babies were refusing the breast or waking more than ever. Liz was left to help repair not just feeding issues, but the emotional fallout from sleep support that had felt misaligned from the start. She realised, if not me, then who? Liz joined the Holistic Sleep Coaching Program determined to become the person her clients could rely on through the whole journey, not just the feeding part. Since graduating, she's offered integrated, responsive support for both sleep and feeding, preventing crisis, protecting supply, and honouring her clients' parenting values. Her practice has flourished. She now confidently addresses sleep challenges from an attachment-aware lens and continues to be the go-to support person for many of her clients through the first year and beyond. Have you ever felt that frustration, that helplessness when you know you could help with sleep if you just had the framework? Let me know. Prachi is a breastfeeding counsellor and sling consultant based in India. Working within a diverse cultural context, she quickly recognised a gap. Many families had limited access to evidence-based, responsive sleep support that also acknowledged local norms and expectations. She often found herself answering questions about sleep during sling consultations or feeding assessments, but lacked the confidence or framework to offer robust guidance. After completing the holistic sleep coaching program, she felt empowered to bridge that gap. She now runs a thriving practice supporting families with a unique blend of baby wearing, breastfeeding, and sleep expertise. Her culturally attuned, holistic approach has made her a sought-after guide for parents wanting sleep support without undermining the deep values of responsiveness, family interdependence, and intuitive caregiving. She's known in her region not just as a lactation expert, but as a full-spectrum parenting supporter who gets results without compromise. Ruth's journey began with frustration. As a lactation consultant, she could see how often sleep struggles affected feeding outcomes, but felt helpless to offer solutions beyond validation and empathy. She wanted more. So she joined the Holistic Sleep Coaching Program. The transformation was rapid. Not only did Ruth double her income within the first year of graduating, but her work became infinitely more fulfilling. She felt she finally had the tools to offer real, meaningful change for the families she served. Ruth now supports clients through integrated, responsive solutions that improve sleep and preserve the integrity of the feeding relationship. Her calendar is booked out months in advance, and parents routinely tell her they wish they'd found her sooner. Katie is a midwife with over 2 decades of experience. She'd always been curious about sleep, especially when it came up repeatedly in postnatal care conversations. She started researching on her own, but knew she needed something deeper than quick tips and surface level methods. When she discovered the Holistic Sleep Coaching Program, she immediately enrolled. Katie brought her medical background, clinical experience, and passion for supporting families into the program and came out with a powerful new layer to her professional identity. Within months of graduating, Katie was invited to design a sleep module for a doula training organisation. Her insights and expertise helped shape the way new doulas understood and supported infant sleep. She recouped her investment quickly and now runs her own consultancy, Katie's Babies, offering holistic support for feeding, sleep, and postpartum wellness. Louisa works for a non-profit organisation outside of Philadelphia, supporting underserved communities as an IBCLC. She took the Holistic Sleep Coaching Program way back in 2019, and it was so impactful that her entire team followed her lead. Today, they all speak the same language when it comes to feeding and sleep, evidence-based, responsive, and compassionate. Louisa uses what she learned in the program every day. Her clients are better informed, more confident, and less conflicted about sleep. The feedback she receives is overwhelmingly positive. For Louisa, it's not just about adding another qualification, it's about deepening the impact of the work she already does so well. Which story resonated most with you? Liz's relief, Prachi's cultural impact, Ruth's growth, Katie's expansion, Louisa's mission? Drop a comment, I'd love to know. So, in the meantime, what's driving this shift? Why are so many lactation professionals choosing to train in sleep support? Well, here are 7 big reasons. You prevent fragmented care. Your clients trust you. If you can support both feeding and sleep, they're not forced to look elsewhere, avoiding conflicting advice and unnecessary stress. You add serious value. Offering sleep support makes your service more comprehensive. Parents want fewer appointments and more joined-up support. You deliver both. It increases efficiency. Feeding and sleep are intertwined. Being able to assess both means you get quicker results and happier families. It strengthens your business. Sleep services can help stabilize your income, fill quieter months, and increase your value. It's not just good for families. It's smart business. It widens your reach. Supporting sleep allows you to work with formula feeding families, toddlers, older children, and even new client groups you wouldn't have reached before. It deepens your impact. Sleep is emotional and vulnerable territory. Offering gentle, evidence-based support builds deep trust and lasting relationships. And finally, you tap into your network. Your colleagues already know you're good. Once they know you offer holistic sleep coaching too, the referrals come in fast. The bottom line? You no longer have to choose between protecting breastfeeding and responsiveness and supporting sleep. With the right training, you can do both with confidence, compassion, and serious results. If you're ready to support families more holistically, click the link below to book a free discovery call with the team and see if the Holistic Sleep Coaching Program is right for you. And if this video helped you reimagine what's possible in your work, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear it. One last thing, what's the number one sleep question your clients always ask you? Drop it in the comments. I read every one, and I might answer yours in my next video. Speak soon.